So I just finished watching Oblivion, and I'm be honest, this movie was kind of boring. I'd probably give it like a 4 out of 10, and I'll explain why. Now, it was pretty surprising that it got relatively good ratings. I mean, 60-50. I mean, it's not too far off from my 4 out of 10. I think for the most part, there's some good ideas. It looks great, but I care about the narrative. The story, the plot, the script was so simplistic and so easy to read that you kind of understood what was going to happen right from the beginning. Now, to be fair, it didn't help that when I tried to go watch it on Netflix, it gave me a mini trailer basically spoiling that the scavs are human, so that doesn't help the movie. But I think you can kind of piece things together pretty easily. The one thing I'll give it, it has interesting. The clone aspect is pretty interesting, but the stuff with Julia and Jack was kind of boring. The stuff with the action is kind of boring. Like this plot is just not good. I'll spend another 30 seconds to talk about the review, see if I agree. Here's the trouble with mainstream science fiction filmmaking these days. There's no expectation that an audience is capable of putting things together, waiting for a payoff. Exactly. I mean, 1 hour in, I almost dropped the movie because I knew exactly what everything's gonna happen, and it just didn't work for me. And the payoff with like blowing up Sally and looking like a upside down pyramid. That shit, it was cool. It was I mean, there was another clone of Jack that was there for everybody, so I was like, whatever. Another one said it's a shame that its poor editing inhibits what could have been a memorable movie. I don't know what editing would have changed this movie to be a memorable movie. This movie was boring. So I don't even agree with this one. I think the editing was pretty good for what it was, to be honest. Effects, production, setting, that's cool and all, but I care about the story, the script, the characters. I care about the narrative and what it's trying to tell the audience. That is what I favor. So this movie personally just wasn't for me. I just didn't like it that much. I could see some appeal if you never watched any like science fiction movies, but I just doesn't I don't think it works. I just don't think it works.